Hello and welcome to this TradeWatch video where we look at Biden being president-elect in the US after what has been a prolonged count, certainly in the last 4 or 5 major swing states. But now we do have confirmation. We've secured Biden has achieved 290 so far of the electoral votes, with still 2 states yet to be decided upon. And what's interesting from this race, really, the fact that it's been so close. We know Donald Trump himself is refusing to accept, the outcome of the election. So, of course, we have a Democrat-run House. However, the Senate is very much neck and neck. So it's a race to 50, and it's expected that both sides will secure 48 seats each. So that still needs to be decided. And the reality is the fact that the Senate is so close, and we may have a split government type situation. That ironically could actually provide a little bit more stability. And let me explain what I mean. So if we go over to the charts, there's something that we want to draw your attention to. And that is when Donald Trump was elected, we had the price for this market, the S&P 500, was around 2,100. And we've seen, obviously, a very, very significant move to the upside. And we're now sort of up at this 3,500 level, up at these levels up here. So we have seen a very, very significant move to the upside over the course of Donald Trump's presidency. So obviously there is certain cohorts in the US that are absolutely delighted with that. This is a 65, 70% increase over the last 4 years, which is incredible. It's very, very significant. Now, if we get a split government situation, so the Democrats control the House and the Senate is controlled by the Republicans, then what we're likely to see is I suppose frustration in terms of getting anything through both houses, and as a result, that can mean many of the policies can effectively remain unchanged to a certain degree. So it will be a fraught 4 years, no doubt about that whatsoever. And we have Donald Trump not, refusing to accept the outcome of the election. Preferring to pursue court cases and clarity as he's claiming some of the ballots were fraudulently added to the vote and counted and all this type of stuff, although there doesn't seem to be any verifiable proof just yet. So it's very unlikely to go anywhere, but it's going to be a little spanner in the spokes. But because of that, the fact that we might have a split government type situation, it's actually likely to provide some continuing bullish price action in markets like your global indice markets. And I suppose the reason being is, of course, the Republicans will be happy to accept some of the more positive changes that will need to be made, and they'll refute the ones that they completely disagree with for a whole range of grounds, and at which the American public will hold them accountable to over time going into the next election. So for all of these reasons, they seems to be, as far as the markets are concerned, there seems to be sort of a bit of a relief on the fact that we're likely to get a little bit of stability. Political wrangling, of course, but that doesn't necessarily impact the performance of the financial markets. And we now have a little bit more, I suppose, stability in charge rather than the erratic nature in which Donald Trump has gone about his business. Okay, so in terms of what now for these markets, well, we've had the actual announcement, and we've had Biden and Harris claim victory for themselves despite the pending court cases, but I'm sure they'll play themselves out. So the market at the moment doesn't seem to be fearing any major volatility, which is what we were concerned about. And this price action over the course of last week is really quite important and quite telling. However, eventually we do expect some continuation. So this can be a positive event for the indice markets. And then as a direct result, we do anticipate some further weakness for the US dollar. So we can cherry pick the better opportunities. We're close to a monthly breakout in above the monthly high here at the 1879 in the euro dollar. Some of these trades are slightly better positioned than others. You can join us for the Capital Growth live trade room every evening for a bit more of a breakdown of these. We have the important high in here for the pound dollar above the 31.76, so that's very close. Now we've towards the end of last week we've already seen the breakout to the downside in markets like the dollar yen, the dollar Swiss further to the downside. So these are all dollar weakness trades. We're not too far off as far as the dollar CAD's concerned. The Aussie dollar, we just had a break above the monthly high on Thursday's trading, so we can expect further upside, although we very well may need to tolerate a little bit of a pullback. But this sets our trade selection. It sets our directional bias. We know which markets we want to be focusing on, the US indice markets, the US dollar trades, and maybe something like gold. We're just seeing the breakout in gold above the 1933. So that's really our play. We're not necessarily suggesting that we're going to get that move straight away. We very well may, when the markets open, get to see that move extend itself straight away off the back of Biden claiming that he is the president elect. So we shall see what impact that will have on the markets when they're open. So bear that in mind. And that's really what we anticipate is what's next for these financial markets. Okay, so on that note, if you do wish to connect with us, do feel free to do so through our social media channels currently up on screen. We do have every Monday to Thursday at 8:30. We do have our Capital Growth live trade room. You can join us for our Signal service, our Trade Watch videos, and every Thursday evening at 7:30. You can join us for our live trading mentorship webinar. Okay, so without further ado then, sorry, if I just forward on this video just a little bit. For more information about any of the products and services that we go through, you can go to our website, and for as little as $19.99 per month, you can secure our live trade room membership. Gives you access to, like I said, our daily Capital Growth live trade room, which is a kind of a 30-minute webinar every evening at 8:30. And we have a whole range of other products and services, of course, in your members area, from our Signal service to Trade Watch videos and our live trading mentorship webinar. So on that note, thank you very much for joining us. Do go to our website for more information. There is a chat function on there, and you feel free to connect with us through that if you wish. So for everyone here, thanks so much. Take care, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.